New Zealand's Maori king has died at the age of 69. King Tuheitia had been in hospital recovering from heart surgery. New Zealand's Prime Minister Christopher Luxon said the king's unwavering commitment to his people had left an indelible mark on the nation. And King Charles said that he was profoundly saddened to hear of his death. So let's hear what the Prime Minister said.
Look, I just want to acknowledge at the start of this press conference the passing of Kiingi Tuheitia. Obviously, our country will be in mourning. He was a fantastic king. He was king for 18 years. He did a lot to strengthen the kingitanga, and we're going to miss him sadly.
Well, we can speak to Mike Roberts, the Te Ao Māori editor at New Zealand's National Business Review. Welcome to BBC News. You had the opportunity to meet the King. Just to talk us through a little bit about what he was like.
Kia ora, Kasia. Well, look, he was a very humble man. I think he actually was a truck driver before he took the throne, as so to speak, as the Māori king when his mother died. And he was a very humble person who really was in touch with what was going on, and he came to prominence really in this past year or so, when there'd been a lot of trouble between Māoridom and the coalition government with some of their proposals, and he had this wonderful way of unifying the nation. He put on Hui Motu, which is basically a meeting for the nation. 10,000 people turned up to his home at Tūranga Waiwai in January. I was there and was amazed to see just the kotahitanga, or the togetherness that he brought to that meeting, and that continued on throughout the year. He did ask me to speak at a function that he held, a dinner, and I got it was a huge privilege to do so, and I got to spend some time with him and was really impressed with the person that he was. He used his role to bring Māori together at a time when they are facing some challenges.
Yes, so he was very much, his mission was unification. He had a long reign, but just what are some of the issues that the Maori community are facing in New Zealand?
Well, there's some proposals to tinker with the principles of the Treaty of Waitangi, which is our founding document. Māori feel that they've made some great progress, particularly in the path of the language learning. I'm one of those. I've started my journey learning Te Reo Māori, so learning the Māori language, a couple of years ago. And really, it's been an awakening. And I guess Māori were worried that might be set back in some way or constricted in some way. Having said that, I said today in a piece that I wrote for the National Business Review here in New Zealand that he was an instigator for Māori, not an agitator. So he spurned some of the more radical ideas that have come out of some of these meetings, things like an independent Māori parliament. He was very much a moderator and tried to inspire people to work with the government that we have at the moment. And one of his favourite sayings was, if you're worried about anti-Māori, then just be Māori all day, every day.
So how does it work just in terms of the workings within New Zealand? Because he didn't have constitutional power, did he?
No, not at all. And the kingitanga movement wasn't a conquering movement. You joined it if you wanted to join it. And so there are some iwi, some tribes in Aotearoa, New Zealand, that aren't part of the kingitanga movement. And that was the incredible thing about him bringing everyone together this year. They all came and they spoke in huge numbers. And that was an amazing thing to see. What will be really interesting now is to see what happens next. Is there someone that can step up to fill that vacuum, to fill that void in the way that he did as a moderator?
Mike Roberts, Te Ao Māori editor at New Zealand's National Business Review. Really appreciate your reflections. Thank you for your time.